I said salute to the untouchable True School Sports Empire.
That's
Taking
right, the
over
untouchable.
not only the South Florida boxing scene, but the worldwide boxing scene.
Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, we all know it's Devin Haney, George Kambosos Jr. fight week, and a lot of people really just expect Devin Haney to go in there and do what he did the first fight, which is just breeze right through George Kambosos Jr., outbox him, retain his titles as the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, and move on to hopefully some bigger, better fights in 2023. Now, this is a recurring theme in boxing. You know, it takes forever for these big fights to happen, so fighters are always being asked questions about other fighters, big name fighters in the division that people want to see them fight, and the fights take like half a decade to happen. So it is what it is, make of that what you will. But recently, Devin Haney was asked a question about fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. And here's what he said in regards to fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, stating, I quote, "We all know that Tank isn't going to fight nobody. He doesn't want to fight nobody. It's been like that for a while now, so the more realistic fight is Lomachenko. I don't really know how much about Jermaine Ortiz." Okay, so yeah. Anyway, the whole point is he's saying that Gervonta Davis doesn't want to fight anybody. And that he's not fighting anybody, and you know, listen, I like Tank. He's a fun fighter to watch, and I hope at some point, because you know he's not young anymore. He's 27 years old. You're gonna blink your eyes 3 times, and he's gonna be 30 years old, and his prime's gonna be pissed away fighting, you know, just PBC in-house fights. You know, at some point, you got to give the fans what they want. You know, he's got a good record. We're talking about Gervonta Davis, 27 professional fights into his career. In February of next year, it'll be 10 years as a pro. So it's not like he's young. He's got skin in the game. He's boxed 114 rounds. He's not a kid. He's not a kid. Take the training wheels off. Devin, listen, you can say what you want about Devin. You can love Devin Haney. You can hate Devin Haney. But you can't discredit what he's done in the sport. I mean, the kid is won overseas to fight George Kambosos twice. He's done it successfully one time and beating him. We'll see if he does it a second time. But the fact that he's even went in there and did it, it shows you the kind of character he has. And it shows you the self-belief he has in himself. He's beat good veterans like Jojo Diaz and Jorge Linares, former champions like them. And I'm sure as time progresses, Devin Haney will come into his own and he'll get those big fights against, you know, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez and hopefully Ryan Garcia. You know, Tank keeps going on about Ryan Garcia, but truth be told, why should we believe that Gervonta Davis is ever going to fight Ryan Garcia? Why should we believe that Ryan Garcia is ever going to fight Tank? It makes no sense for promoters to put them in, you know, because it never makes sense for promoters to put them in, because that's where we're at in boxing. Boxing refuses to get out of its own way. Chris Algieri said it best. It's the greatest sport in the world, but by far the worst business. And that's just what it is. Like, I would love to see Devin Haney fight Gervonta Davis. I think that'd be a great fight because, you know, there's a lot of questions about Devin Haney's chin because of what happened in the Linares fight a couple times. We know Tank can punch. We also know Tank loses rounds every fight, no matter who he fights. It don't matter if it's Mario Barrios, Rolly, Jose, whoever he's fought, he's lost rounds against. Leo Santa Cruz. He's just always banking on that one big knockout shot, and thankfully for him, you know, 25 times out of 27, he's gotten that big knockout shot. So God bless him. But what would come of Gervonta Davis if he fought a prime, elite, slick, educated, well-schooled fighter like a Devin Haney? I'm not so sure, but I would love to find out. But the thing is, we keep hearing from Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather Promotions, and all parties involved on that side that basically, you know, Gervonta Davis is an attraction. These guys, you know, he doesn't need to fight those guys like Teofimo and Ryan and Devin or Shakur, because these guys are an attraction. We build them up into an attraction. They gotta worry about building up their fighters up into an attraction. And my thing is, like, when you look at boxing, the history of it, like, all these guys are named. There's always going to be somebody that's bigger than the other. But every attraction needs a great dance partner. All of them do. Gervonta does. Everyone does. Tommy Hearns needed a good dance partner. Ray Leonard did. Ali. All the great fighters in history needed a dance partner, and Tank is no different. So I just feel like we're now in a 1 to maybe 1.5 year window where Gervonta Davis might be exiting his prime, like his prime years, because he's one of these guys that had a long amateur career, has done a lot of sparring. There's a lot of wear and tear on the body. He's 27 pro fights in. He's one of these guys I really feel like prime might end before 30. So I think it's imperative for Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather Promotions, and all parties involved to give him that big signature fight that he needs for his career. Yeah, it's cool selling tickets. Yeah, it's cool being an attraction. Yeah, it's cool being a box office star, and he is all those things, and I'm never going to discredit that. But Gervonta Davis needs to get in there with one of the names that people want to see, whether it be Devin, whether it be, Ryan, whether it be T.O., Shakur, just somebody, one of these quote-unquote 4 kings that never fight each other, make him fight one of them, So I'm with Devin on this one. Devin Haney telling the truth. Gervonta Davis been in witness protection. He's probably going to fight like Frank Martin or Edwin De Los Santos or Michelle Rivera. And don't get me wrong, those guys are good fights, but it's not Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. So I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all can make it that what you will. Leave your comments down below. Make sure y'all take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Just like Mayweather's uncles would say, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing. You do. You've done it.
Thank you.
You about the only smart guy that I know, bro. Nobody knows shit about boxing.
I appreciate it, man.
I want to say, man, make sure to follow True School Sports, always covering boxing at the highest level, man, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Instagram at Just a Kid from Danny as well.
He the plug.